What up gamers, Fontaine here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. So guys, finally we're going to start Fontaine, which I've been to before because I wanted to get some of the essential materials for some of the characters, but I never really started the stories or anything like that in Fontaine. And the same thing goes for Natlin and stuff. So yeah, um, even though the land here is not new to me in some sense, the story is gonna be new to me, so can't wait to experience that. It's been a while since we've, I feel like, since we really played through the Archon quest. So yeah, let's do it. I believe this place here was where we last left off in the story, because I remember just talking to Dea back in that caravan rebot, and then the story teleported us, I think, around here at this fast travel point. I guess we can go here. Oh, I thought I would mark it on the map. Okay, but yeah, I guess I'll go to where that boat might be. And I'm guessing it's gonna be at that docking area. Yeah, I'm excited, man. And for the playthrough of Fontaine, I am gonna be using, uh, two different VTuber models than before, uh, to make it like match up with the story. Just because, yeah, that's what I feel like would feel good to use along the way. Then afterwards, I think I'll just go back to the usual with the usual VTuber model that I usually use once I get to Natlin. Alright, here it is, man. So I'll activate that, and then we go to that tower. I remember I had to go there first, just to get on top. Alright, I should also probably mark it on the map. Chapter 4, Act 1. What? Involved in other quest? Disabled focus quest? Will that even work? Uh-oh, what the heck? I need to complete the following quest in Chapter 5, Act 1? I can't even start the the fourth one? Wait, what? I really gotta do the Natlin one? Even though I like disabled the quest? Hold on, let me see this. What is this? Oh wow, look, there's like another quest here. Oh. Like the Natlin quest is taking place starting at this harbor. Oh no. And what is that marker over here? What the heck is that? Oh, the wharf. I thought that was like a custom marker that I made. Well, dang, that sucks. We gotta see like the ending of Natlin just to experience the beginning of Fontaine. I don't know when this happened. I don't know if I like screwed up along the way. I made sure to not even like start the Natlin Archon quest. Frick, how do we... Is there a way to even like switch the focus? I can't even do the thing here. Hmm. Ooh, I guess just to make to go get a move on with this quest, I think I will have to experience this first part. It's gonna be kind of cringe. I think I'm gonna guess in a way it's gonna be similar to like when we met Dea at the Caravan Rebots, where we said our goodbyes to her, and then I'm gonna guess we're gonna teleport to the entrance of Natlin. Wow. Well, yeah, that really sucks. Can't even do the Fontaine quest until I I guess do this one part here. All right, here we go. I'll here we go. I can even like enable a focus mode.
Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey. We need to head to Natland next. Nuvalet called it a nation of dragons, but that
Oh, Nuvalet.
description doesn't give us much to go off of.
I guess we meet him along the way. We haven't met anyone from Natlin either. We're not supposed to yet.
Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there in other nations.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting too, you know? Because, you know, I noticed that when I was watching the Collective Miscellany videos and just looking back at all the characters in this game, like, I don't think, I don't know, I'm just wondering when, like, if they introduce the characters from other nations before their nation was even released. Like, I guess for me, the only one I can think of, I think that was the case for Kazuha. I could be wrong, but also for Stishnia, you know, you got like what is his name, Child.
Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natland?
Yes, yes. That look
Oh,
of
there's
surprise
Charlotte.
and excitement is perfect. Hold it right there. Now look at the camera and big smiles on 3. Ready?
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute. What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your journey. After everything you did for Fontaine, the Steambird simply had to follow up on a scoop like that. Oh, I have a feeling we're going to be short on material once you're gone.
Don't worry, I'll be back very soon.
Oh, so you knew we were leaving. We don't need a big send-off. That's not really our thing.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but we got to thinking. And, well, a little change never hurt anyone, right?
We?
All those
And there's Navia.
obstacles we overcame side by side. Oh, feels like it was just yesterday.
Yeah, so for
Don't
me
be a
personally,
stranger now, partner.
I first met her back in that one fairy tale event. That's when I first met this character.
If you encounter any troubles along
There's
your
Chlorine
journey,
too.
you need only let us know.
Oh
No
my
matter
gosh.
the distance between us.
Partings are inevitable,
And Farina?
of course.
Jeez.
But distance makes the heart grow fonder, right?
Everyone is here.
One thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Whoa, you're all here!
I'm sure we'll meet again. Let me know the next time a festival rolls around.
Already thinking about taking time off? Any excuse for a party, huh? But yes, you can count on us. We wouldn't let you miss out on all the fun.
Well, in light of your impending departure, shall we take a photo together?
Ooh, great idea. We even have a professional photographer with us. Charlotte, would you do us the honor? Leave it to me. Just give me a moment to set the camera up. Oh, by the way, you're overthinking the whole Natlan issue, Paimon. Natlan has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine. It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. I'm just wondering, you know, because of them not releasing any Natlan characters before, like the Natlan Nation was was released. I'm sure they have like, you know, plenty of time to think about like how to make it look. Like I'm just wondering if like stuff like I guess the whole modern mixed in with like the historic look, if you know what I mean, like the medieval look to them. If that was always a thing.
Many members of the Spina have visited in the past too.
Like I'm just wondering if like instead of a motorcycle, like your modern day motorcycle that Mawika has, if maybe she had like a horse instead. Like I wondered if they were sticking to more like medieval and fantasy rather than like having those modern technology.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Don't speak too soon. Hope you didn't just jinx us.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome anything that comes your way.
Still, I hope you can avoid danger this time around. An uneventful trip might be a nice change of pace.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we?
Yeah, so far the story here, it doesn't seem that bad. It's just like a normal goodbye.
Well then, traveler,
Bon voyage!
Like really, the only spoiler here is that we just met them and we're on good terms with them. Go to Natlin. Okay, so is it now available for us? Oh jeez. What, do I gotta, like, teleports in and out? Like, how involved is the the characters from Natlin in with this quest? Wait, hold on. Let me just see, like, what's the... Do I really gotta go to Natlin, dude? Like I said, I feel like it'll be the same as we did when we spawned over here. I thought we would teleport to the entrance. Okay, let me try it again. No. What if I teleport farther away? I just really want to make sure I don't progress the Natlin quest as much as I can. I'll go, like, all the way back to Mondstadt. Yeah, I wonder if like the newer players like me, when it comes to experiencing like the Archon quest here, if they also had the same issue too, because that kind of sucks. I don't know. I don't know if because I went to Natlin that this is pretty much required for me to do this, but it looks like I really can't avoid it. All right, I guess I'll go here. I'll keep playing along with the quest. Oh, you know what? I should have maybe. What if like I just waited in time? Okay, hold on. What if I? I'm just wondering if I wait. I don't know if that will reset things. We'll go like that. Will that reset things? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. I don't know why I'm just doing Natlin here. Okay. Let me see about the quest now. Oh, frick. It's still the same. Maybe I'll wait a bit more, like a full 24 hours. We'll go to 48. I hope we don't meet anyone from Natlin here just yet. I want to experience Fontaine first. I guess I really do got to go to Natlin. Oh man. Why quest? Do I gotta go through the whole Natlin storyline first? You think that's it? Oh my gosh.
Wow!
That'll be so stupid.
This is Natlan! So many strange mountains, and so many animals Paimon has never seen before! Huh. Doesn't look like there are any cities around here, though. Where should we start?
Let's try heading this way. I see signs of human habitation.
Good idea! Finding people means we can learn information about the local Archon. And once we've met the Archon,
At least no one
we
pop
should
up.
have a better idea of what to expect during our journey.
If experience is anything to go by, that should be the case. Archons have the deepest connection to their respective nations.
Well, Paimon hopes this one is easy to get along with. As long as we don't get on their bad side, we should be fine. Come on, let's keep following the road.
There we go, that's been started. But I don't want to start that. Go deeper into Natlin. Dang. Oh, there we go. Now it opens up. Yeah, it pretty much takes the same spot. Okay, I'll just fast travel here. I already went by boat. I tried to go the proper way around. But the game was not making me do the quest properly. Like, even like that whole focus thing, even if I disabled it, it doesn't even show up there too, the focus thing. Yeah, it really doesn't give you the option to do that immersive, like, focus experience. Only for the Natlin one. For the Fontaine one, it doesn't give me that. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. And there we go. You can see I can enable it there. Yeah, that really sucks. But I don't think that really spoiled anything for me. It's just, you know, we're just saying goodbye to friends. I don't think at least to me, it didn't feel that bad.
After crossing
Alright, we're
all that
back.
stagnant water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
So I heard, and it's about what I imagine. It's even more impressive than I expected.
Just seeing the sights has as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Our journey is to find my sibling and also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality, whatever that means.
Yeah, so I thought about who the Hydro Archon might be. For me, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be either Farina or Nouvelette, just because they look so like godlike to me. It's like they really stand out, and even with but if I had to choose one though, I'm gonna guess it's Farina. I don't know if like maybe they're both archons in a way, like with the Lesser Lord and the Greater Lord and stuff like that back in Sumeru. But if there's gonna be only one, I'm gonna guess at the very least it's gonna be Farina, just because she can walk on water. I feel like to me that makes sense. You know, it's like Jesus, pretty much.
To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Oh my gosh, dude! In the background, you can see Lynette.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really? Like, a real trial? But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? In what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see trials as sort of opera.
But,
Mm.
shouldn't
Yeah.
court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
Yeah, it's kind of like watching every trial like it's an episode of Better Call Saul.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Nouvelette,
Wow.
as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon.
That's a
Between
long
the
name.
machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
A judgment device created by the Archon. So this is the nation of justice.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera
Easy.
House. Lady Farina practically lives there.
There we
I'd
go,
definitely say
okay.
It's her biggest passion.
So yeah, I guess Farina confirmed right there,
Aha.
right off the bat.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I am afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult.
Oh,
You'll
my
have
dog
to
wants to
make
go
an
in.
appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Wow. I mean, it sounds more open So meeting the Archon here compared to like before. Um, like you know, an easier way. Like before, like we had an Archon as our enemy, or sometimes the Archon would like hide their identity. But no, this one is pretty much like pretty much more open to us. Or I guess to everyone. Making appointments, time slots.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
Wow.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before. Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Seems the people of Fontaine really like the Hydro Archon, but they don't appear to revere her.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime.
I can see Lenny's hat in the background there, on that poster.
Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a girl over there. She's been staying alone for quite some time.
Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
She's really on the edge of it, but
Maybe we better go check on her.
okay. There we go. So we begin chapter 4. Hello there, Lynette. I am your twin. No, it's me, your brother.
Hello there. Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids or a fantastical race from Fontaine?
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
It just sounds like this place will be flooded at some point.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Here we go.
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern. Oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
That is true. I really wish. Yeah, I really wish the Traveler would speak more. Like, even have more of a voiced um, dialogue. There's hardly anything left for me to say with you around Paimon, because you always steal all my lines.
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Oh, what's happening in Fontaine?
Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, Traveler.
Hello? Guess we'll meet again. Hello, Linny. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
Man, he's like, we're just being more formal than before, I guess, with the introductions.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Okay.
Oh, alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Okay. It's already nighttime. I remember just setting it to like what? Like 9 a.m.? I'll be the other one here. Yes, I'm guessing with Fremine, he's also part of them too. Because I think when I look at their factions, I think they're the same. Uh-oh.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has come to see you.
What? Dude, everything's happening so fast. What the heck? Oh wow, look at these officers. Wait, what? That's Chlorind. What the heck? That was so fast.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
So wait, is Chlorind like, I guess a bodyguard? Like a personal bodyguard, you think, for Farina? Dang, now that makes me want to get Farina. Because like, I thought about getting Siegewin because I want to make it like a gun team for Fontaine. But seeing how like with Navia and Chlorind, they're like, I guess they seem to be friends with Farina based on that interaction for that Natlin introduction quest. I feel like I might go for Farina instead of Siegewin.
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu.
Yeah, dude, everything is like happening so fast. Like when meeting new characters that are playable and important to the story, and then now, like,
As you can all see, two
that's like, wow.
unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come,
What?
let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Jeez. It's such a different introduction than before. You know, before we would just be like nobodies. But now we're becoming like celebrities like in an instant.
Uh, is she talking about us?
Even like meeting the Archon just like right off the bats. Like I haven't even stepped foot into the city itself, or even further in the land. I'm just at this harbor. Nobody here seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Well, finding the Archon was easy enough.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes. But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Yeah, like she's even standing on the railings. I mean, I'm sure if she falls, she might fall in the water,
We were coming.
and she can like just catch herself and step on it.
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities. You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Well, the Traveler doesn't really make big speeches.
Wow, I didn't expect
I don't know what to
see
say.
Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Legendary
How did I
blonde
not
traveler.
notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories
Is that my new
are
nickname
about.
now?
Lady Farina came here to personally see him. Oh, I bet this is gonna be the duel of the century.
Ooh, I've
The Duel
got
of a
to see
Century, wait,
this.
what?
I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
Wait, can I see that again? Are we gonna fight? The Duel of a Century. Are we about to fight Farina?
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land.
Okay.
Just as you were hoping to see.
Is this like a combat duel, or is this like in a trial, or what? Are we playing some Genius and Vacation TCG?
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Bring it on. Fighting gods? I've got a resume. Heck yeah. Oh, just Chlorind. Oh.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
That's nothing new.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Well, you need to
Stand
define
down,
duel.
Florent. I admire his bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior.
My dog wants to go out.
Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel. A duel in court!
Okay. I mean, what? I mean, why am I going to be in court anyway? What's going to be the topic, or what's going to be, I guess, made against me?
All right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
It's kind of funny how, like, I mean, I feel like they probably have seen like many of these trials go by, and they treat it like it's a show, and they're not even bored of it. I feel like that could be the same thing said with, like, you know, normal duels and battles, but I guess they're bored of that.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Yeah, like, we haven't committed any crimes. We literally just arrived here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial.
Oh, wait.
It's obvious, isn't it?
It's because we drew our sword against her. Obvious. Did you, like, bait us into doing that? And then now we have a reason to get charged?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
What?
You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
Flying objects? Are you talking about Paimon?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that? Wait, flying object? You mean Paimon?
What if that's just her natural state? She doesn't really walk on twos. Wait, can Paimon even walk at all? I'm just wondering if, like, she's been flying for so long that she forgotten how to walk, or, like, you know, her muscles, it just doesn't work anymore for her to walk.
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
I like how we're just getting, like, arrested just for the mere existence of Paimon.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. But if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
Oh, here we go. Linny. He's my Saul. He's my lawyer.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Ah, great magician, Linny.
Great
My
magician.
beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object, but how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
So are we just, like, doing the trial right now? In the case of the flying object?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Snap. Oh. Oh, wow. Wait. She's my puppet. Oh, wow. Oh, wait. You think because earlier with Linny, he probably planted that on us when we, like, had that second like, introduction. He probably thought this would happen because Paimon is flying around. So instead, he would make it look like it's like a puppet. Where, like, she's not really flying. She's I guess, levitating because of us.
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did Lenny do that?
Ah, when Lenny patted you on the back. Yeah. Look at Lenny looking out for us.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Better call Lenny, dude. My gosh.
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Lenny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
What?
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Lenny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
Okay. And there's Chlorind. That is so crazy. Like, Chlorind was introduced, like, at the beginning here. And I think Chlorind was
Well,
released near the end of the...
unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Yeah, so to finish my my thought just now, yeah, Chlorind was introduced at the way beginning of this whole quest, but I think she was released like near the end of like the whole, I guess, Fontaine lineup of banners. I think I remember like even Siegwin was released near the end, and that one Dendro girl, I forgot what her name, but she would have like that tower. I think she was released around there, and then came Natlin. Wow. So yeah, I feel like people have been waiting for Chlorind for a long time. Thanks for bailing us out, Lenny. Did you know what it was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little
The
preparation.
dog wants to go in?
Just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Yeah, confusing is a good way to put it. Is surely that reasonable?
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Lenny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
I would be delighted.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Okay.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every
Whoa.
person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
Oh. Okay, I'm guessing that's what Lynette was talking about. Hold on, let me read that again. Every person in Fontaine is born with a sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, the sin cannot be absolved until one day the waters in Fontaine will rise and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. So, like, I'm just wondering if like Lynette is saying that. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Eventually, everyone's gonna drown.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Wow. But now the waters engulf our memories. It won't be long before it engulfs us.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them.
Okay.
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day! But this is more than a bit of rain.
Yeah, this is more of like if there's a tornado coming by and you would want to like move away and pack everything by just throwing everything in one bag. If the prophecy is true, then there's no way to prevent the disaster?
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Okay. There we go, magic pockets. Yeah, I think we'll do that next time. Yeah, what a very interesting start, man. So, there's like a lot of things going on at the beginning. Meeting some very important figures with first Lynette, then Linny, then Farina, and Chlorine too. Yeah, Chlorine is interesting because I just only remember her like reacting to her Collective Miscellany video near the end of the Fontaine lineup until like Natlin came along. So, man, I feel like it's been a long time coming for that. But yeah, next time we'll distribute the magic pockets to the nearby residents. And yeah, hopefully the whole Natlin thing, like that starting area, wasn't that bad of a thing to be spoiled by. It looks like in the end, we are just friends with Chlorine, which, you know, I assume that when it comes to playable characters that we're just friends with them instantly, like, or at some point. Like, I'm sure Chlorine right now, you know, doesn't like us. But you know, I feel like just like any other quest, like even like with like Child too, where he was kind of like the bad guy, but we're actually still friends with him. I'm sure that's gonna be the case and all that stuff. Yeah, I can't wait to meet the other characters, like with Charlotte that we saw, and also Navia. Like I said, with Navia, I did first meet her back in that whole fairy tale quest where it's like a book, like a storybook thing. So I'm not completely new to her, but I guess when it comes to like learning about her personal story, that'll be like my first time, I guess, seeing more of. Anyway, guys, yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and end it here. Next time, we'll get a move on from Fontaine with the harbor. Yeah, we've been here like pretty much for the entire video here. Wow. So yeah, that'll be for now. That's a game.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good